Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time. My name is Coach Liz. All right, y'all, this is going to be a whatever comes out reading. If it's love, we'll talk about love. If it's about money, we'll talk about money. But I honestly just wanted to pull whatever comes out. I've been feeling, I don't know how to put it into words. I feel like some of us could be going through like some sort of transformation. It's like things are not going bad. They're not bad, but it does feel like things, it's like, it almost feels like you're shedding, or like there's an energy of shedding an old life, an old way of doing things, an old way, old beliefs, people, maybe where you used to live at, it's just not it anymore. I don't know. It's just this energy of being, I'm seeing the Four of Cups in my third eye. So like just over it, discontent, disappointed. But it's almost like you just can't put your finger on it. You can't, it's not just one thing. Like it's various things that you're just not. The Seven of Pentacles popped up in my head. I cannot listen. I'm going on the third week where my freaking words just start to jumble up, and I know we're in Mercury retrograde, but Jesus, help me, help me with my words. But I don't know. It just feels like you're doing a lot of reflecting, reviewing, seeing what still aligns with you, seeing what doesn't, seeing what friendships still align with you, seeing which ones you kind of need to leave behind or distance yourself from. Like I said, it doesn't feel like a bad energy. It just feels like discontentment. See, priorities and deceit. So it just feels like either you feel like you've been in some sort of denial. See, look, you see the people around them, they all have a mask on. So going back to that friendship thing, or like people that you're having to leave behind, I just saw 222 on the timer. And you're figuring out like what is important to you, priorities. So all right, let's get into it. Let's see what comes out. Community. I just said the place that you used to live at, it just doesn't fit anymore. So, all right. I knew what I was feeling was something. It was something. And I feel like I'm not the only one going through this. So, yeah. So, yeah, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so don't force the shoe to fit. There will be more readings to come. And thank you so much for the likes, y'all, sharing, subscribing. Thank you so much for my new subscribers. I really, truly appreciate y'all. And before I keep going, right, I know I'm just trying to get into the message, but before I do, I just want to take a moment to like really appreciate y'all for your support, and however that is, especially if you follow me on all social media platforms. If y'all knew what it took to get me here, it will probably encourage you to do the things that you've been holding yourself back from doing, because it took a lot of shedding. Maybe that's what you're going through right now. Like you're going through a lot of shedding. It's like it almost feels like an energy of competitiveness, or you having to stand up for who you are, or what you believe in, or what makes you you. So I don't know, maybe there's a need for you to finally accept who you are at your core, so that people who see you for who you are, right, can learn to can appreciate what you are, who you are, what you have to offer. Because I do feel like the people around you, or the people that you've grown up with, or the place that you grew up with, or the things that you thought you believed in, it's just no longer fitting. It's not serving. It's like, you have a higher purpose, or there's some things that are more important to you now that whatever this outside energy is no longer aligning, and you don't feel appreciated. You don't feel appreciated, maybe at work, maybe by your peers, who knows, whatever it may be for you. But I wanted to take the time to say that I do appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support. I appreciate that y'all are here, because I know that the reason why you decided to subscribe and follow is because there is something that either I'm saying, either the energy I'm giving off, the messages that are coming out, like they're somehow resonating with you. They're somehow pushing you to become the best version of yourself, because that's all I really want for all of us, for the people that are, joining my social media platforms. Like, I want everyone who follows me to, for one, learn to appreciate, there you go. Something about your throat chakra could be significant. I'm telling you, for the past 3 weeks, my throat chakra has been, I've been stuttering. I've been losing my voice. Like, I can talk all day. And this does not happen. It's not until I come to record that my voice starts to mess up. So maybe there's something where you need to appreciate your voice, right? Appreciate that the fact that you can speak up, that appreciate the fact that you are who you are, and maybe you're having to finally show up as that version of yourself instead of trying to hide it, because you know that those people who you're surrounded by don't appreciate what you have to offer, right? So, all right, let's see. Just wanted to take that moment. I know it was all over the place, but just wanted to let y'all know that I really do appreciate all the love that y'all are showing, the support. Ooh, I had to get that off my chest. Maybe there is something you have to get off your chest. Again, going back to that throat chakra, where you're having to speak up about something, maybe how you feel. And maybe how you feel, I just saw 717 on the timer. I believe that is a twin flame. Maybe there is a need for you to tell your twin flame how you feel, that you appreciate them. That's for some of you, I don't know, loss. Yeah, that's that. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of energy. I wanted to say there's a lot of energies, but that's maybe it, right? Everything has energy. If you remove the outer layer, what you see in people, and if we were able to see people's energies instead of their face or their body first, we would probably save ourselves a lot of heartache and time. But such is life. So here we go. Let's see what comes out. Boredom. What did I just say? It just feels like you're over it. You're sick of it. You are not aligning with the people, places, and things that you were once connecting to. Oh, sorry. There is, it seems like this is an adult giving a child a heart, or handing over a heart. So for some of you, I do feel like your spirit guides or your guides are pushing you out of this energy. Like, they're trying to guide you out of this boredom, because it's not that you're bored. It's that you don't have aspirations, or, again, priorities or goals that you want to meet. It's just that you're bored with the people. I'm picking up on people. I feel like more so people, maybe friends, family, that you just don't connect with. I wanted to say jive. I don't ever use that word, that you don't jive with. Maybe that's how you talk. I don't use that word, but I don't know. But I feel like your guides are guiding you to focus on what actually brings happiness to your life, right? Not what other people have told you that is happiness. What is happy, right? I feel like everybody has their own version of happiness and success. And I feel like you don't align with that. I feel like you don't align with what was passed down to you by maybe your guardians, right? And I feel like with your spirit teacher here, I feel like they're trying to guide you towards your true, I'm hearing your true north, your true purpose, what you truly are here to do, what will emotionally fill your heart. You could be seeing feathers. The wolves also could be significant for some of you. But heavy feathers, you could run into like some feathers like on the ground, or maybe you see a feather falling from the sky. Okay, let me get some more. Loss. That loss card wanted to come out. And suffering. So for some of you, you could have experienced or are going through some sort of loss. Maybe someone that you were very close to has passed on, because we do see spirit teachers, and maybe those emotions are coming up to the surface. You could be seeing 555 as well, or 444. You could be experiencing headaches for some of you as well. Like I do see this person is holding their head. Both of them are holding their head. So I don't know. It just feels like an energy of shedding. Like I said from the very beginning, you are changing, you are transforming, and you're realizing that the things that were fun at one point, they're not fun anymore. The people who you used to hang out with were fun at one point, but they're not fun anymore. For some of you, you could be finding out that the people that you were close to, the people that you felt like were your I'm hearing guardians or teachers here in the 3D, or friendships that you felt like wanted good or better for you, or wanted the best for you. It's like you're realizing that that's not the case, right? That's not how they truly feel, or that's not how they truly see you. The reason why they were your friends, or the reason why they hung around you, is because you were at the same energetic level as they were at some point, right? Like there was something in common between you and whoever you were connecting to. But now it's almost like you maybe ascended. Maybe you're realizing like this can't be life. This can't be it. There's more. I feel like you're asking yourself these questions, especially with this boredom energy. Like you're trying to figure out like, is this what I'm supposed to do? Heavy on the crown chakra, I did see this purple, and I do have amethyst, and I'm burning like this purple. The crown chakra could be significant for sure. And you see how they're holding their head. So you could be receiving a lot of downloads, especially from your spirit guides. If you have someone that has passed on, or you have loved ones that have passed on. Sorry, y'all, I'm still drinking my coffee. If you have loved ones that have passed on, it does feel like they're trying to get you or guide you through this ascension, through these changes, because they want, I just saw 4 and 5. So as I'm saying ascension, like I'm seeing 4 or 5. I wouldn't be surprised if 6 comes out. Ooh, my throat. Let me get some more. It says risk. Joy guides. So it goes from being bored to being like, you know what, I'm ready to take a risk on something. I'm ready to have fun. I'm ready to enjoy. I'm ready to look at life from a higher perspective. I'm ready to maybe you're someone that likes to gamble some. I don't know. Maybe that's something that you used to like doing in the past, and now you're like, nah, that's a waste of money, or you're trying to be smarter with your money. But I do feel like with this risk energy, there is something that you have been keeping in your head about. I don't know if it has to do with some sort of employment, a new job, a relationship, maybe your passion, right? Like what you know your purpose is and you're getting ready to take a risk on it. I'm seeing the fool, so take a leap of faith. And it was because you were in denial. You did not, it's like you knew what you were supposed to be doing. You knew which direction you were supposed to be headed in. You knew what it was that your heart was calling you to do. And the more you tried to ignore it, the more you tried to deny it, the more you tried to act like, no, that would never work out. No, that's too good to be true. No, that can never happen. It's like you've been pushed to reflect. For some of you, I'm hearing like you've been knocked down on your knees. Maybe there is something that happened that has, oh, now I feel like crying. Oh, sending lots of love and hugs to whoever is going through this. But, y'all, I hate when y'all make me cry. Jeez. Whew, okay. Whatever you're experiencing, am I going to be able to get through this reading? Please. I'm sending lots of love. I felt that hard, you guys. I'm sorry that you guys are going through this. Spirit, can I get through this reading without sobbing? Okay. It's gonna be okay, you guys. I promise it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay because you have guides. You literally have spirit teacher, healer guides, and joy guides. So not only are you being taught on how to come out of this energy, like you literally have someone on the other side. Like I said, if you have someone that has passed on, it's almost like they're leaving little messages, or you guys, they're leaving little messages or signs. Am I gonna have to stop the video just so I can cry it out? Jeez. Why am I feeling this for y'all so strong? Okay. I know I felt the energy weird, y'all. It didn't feel heavy. It just felt like just over it. Oh my goodness. Can I please get through this? Oh, good thing I don't mind crying in front of people. Like, I really don't care about crying in front of y'all. I really don't mind. But I'm trying to get through the message. Let me get my coffee. Okay. Yep. Let me burn a little sage because y'all got me in the feels today. All right. Keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. But yes, going back to what I was saying, it just feels like you're definitely going through a transition, but you're not going through it alone. You have spirit teachers. You have someone guiding you. It's almost like, even though the person or the people who may be on the other side that you pray to or that you ask for guidance from, right? And you may feel like you're all alone in this process or in this transition, but or like you don't have the answers. But when you start to see like the synchronicities that I just mentioned, the 444, 555, the feathers, right? Something about wolves as well. Wolves can be significant, but if you start seeing those things, like maybe you're out on a walk and you see a feather on the ground, or look at the clock and it's 4:44, or I don't know, somebody's license plate is 555. It's almost like your spirit teachers are letting you know, like, yes, you're on the right path. You're right where you're supposed to be. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're saying the things that you're supposed to be saying. Yes, it's almost like take it as them cheering you on from the other side. Like they're leaving you, you know how you leave like little crumbs, and then there's like a trap for, say you're trying to trap the mouse, and you leave like little a trail of I don't know, whatever, a little trail of food and to guide the animal or whatever you're trying to trap, right? To where you want them. And I feel like that's exactly what your spirit teachers are doing. They're like leaving little crumbs of, I'm hearing food for thought. They're giving you little bits and pieces of what you need to know and when you need to know it, to get you where you need to be. Something about stars, I just noticed the little stars on the wolves. So you could be looking up at the stars, or you may need to maybe work with the moon cycles, or stargazing can be significant because there's star here, star here, star there. So something about the moon and stars, specifically on stars. Maybe you're supposed to be a star. Maybe, look, you see how they are putting on a show, the circus show. Maybe you're supposed to follow your calling when it comes to your north, like what? Oh, your North Star. Oh, yeah, that would be your purpose, right? What you're here to do. Thank you, Spirit, for getting. Okay, should I get more? Because these cards are like, ugh, I'm feeling these. And I've had these forever. Look, y'all saw me shuffle, and denial is back at the bottom of the deck. So it's something that you've been trying to, it's like you see it, you see it. You see what you're supposed to be doing. You see the signs. You see, it's like you already know the information that you need to know. But you've been trying to keep one eye closed. Maybe I'm hearing, I don't want to watch. I just saw 22 on the timer. Maybe you just didn't want to. That's why I said 22 on the timer. Look at the number on this card, 22. So that's another synchronicity, you guys. You could be seeing 22 or 222. All right, let me get my cards, my tarot cards. Let's get into it. Let's clarify. Let's see what the helly. Y'all, that hit hard. Y'all probably thinking like, she cried too much. And I probably do. Shit, I don't care. I don't care. What cards do I want to use, Spirit, for this reading? What do I want to use? What tarot cards? Because I know there's some of them I cannot show y'all because of the nudity on the cards. But what do I want to use? Do I use these? I don't know why I'm being called to use these. They're okay. I prefer some that will let me use my intuition a little bit more. Like they have a lot of like symbolism on them. But I like these. Okay. And there's not a lot of Nikki people on these. I don't think there's any Nikki people on this. Okay. Somebody did definitely experience some sort of death. Maybe in the family, someone that was close to you. This could also, again, this be yourself. Like you're going through a death and a rebirth, right? Like you're leaving your old self behind to enter into the new version of yourself. You could be spending a lot of time alone, just isolated, just introspecting, like I said, reflecting, seeing what works and what doesn't. If I'm not mistaken, I'm hearing something about harvest season, which is what, August-ish. So maybe you felt like something wasn't paying off, or like what you thought you were working on was just not it, right? Like it wasn't going the way that you wanted it to go, and you got tired of it, you got bored. It's like, am I even doing the right thing? I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. What messages do you have for the collective? Can you clarify? 10 of Wands. Someone's tired. Someone's tired and exhausted. Overwhelmed. It's too much. Something about Leo season, like I said, here's the strength energy. So something about August could be very significant. These are 3 fire sign energies. The Knight of Wands, strength, and the 10 of Wands, and the King of Wands, and the Temperance, which is Sagittarius. So something about Sagittarius could be significant as well. Fire. Heavy on the fire. I'm hearing light a fire up under your ass. So if you're bored, there's something that your spirit teachers are telling you, like, you know what you're supposed to be doing. Now you just have to take action towards it. Take the risk. Take the risk. It's like you're holding on to burdens just because you want to, maybe at this point. You just have to let it go. Drop it. What's this boredom? The Empress. The Empress being bored? Nah, that's unheard of. That's unheard of. Maybe you are bored. I don't know, Empress. Whew. Or maybe the Empress is guiding you. Maybe there is someone like a mother figure in your energy that could be this spirit teacher that's giving you bits and pieces on how to, I did pick up on that guardian energy, right? Like legal guardian or parent, something like that. Maybe something about someone's mother could be significant. Maybe even grandmother. Maybe a grandmother has passed on that is guiding you. This is someone who is very nurturing, caring. They basically focus on attracting, right? They're very receptive energy. Like when you see the Empress, you don't see her going all crazy when it comes to things that don't work out, right? Like things just, if it seems like the empire may be on fire, the Empress is like, okay, I have a way where we can fix this. And she's not panicking. She's not going crazy. She just knows the resources that she has, and whatever she has, she knows she's capable of handling any problems, any issues, anything from her throne, right? Like this is someone who's cool, calm, and collected. But I also feel like if this is you, Empress, it does feel like there's something that you've been planning, working on, planting seeds, and you're ready to give birth to something, or you have been, it does feel like you've been planting or planning. I meant planning, but maybe you're planting. Maybe you've been spending time in a garden, or maybe if you're bored, Empress, that's something that you could redirect your focus on, right? Maybe pick up some hobbies that could help you tap into your calling. What is it that you're supposed to do? What were you sent here to do? Maybe gardening. I feel like gardening does ground you. It does allow you that time to kind of like think and process, but also release, right? It's almost like there's a certain level of connection with the earth. That's probably what you are needing to do, Empress. I'm hearing grounding to help with the boredom, to help release that energy of maybe you've planted some seeds and they have not sprouted yet, or they have, but they haven't bear fruit yet, right? And like you're like, okay, is my plan working? Is it going as I wanted? Did I make the right decision? The Empress and the High Priestess. Hold on. If this is you, and you find yourself being bored, it's almost like your intuition has already told you why you're here. It feels like your intuition has already told you why you're here. And we have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So something about your creativity, something about definitely intuition. Excuse me. I have this rosary and it keeps moving, and I usually don't see it move this much. Hold on now. Somebody gifted me this little rosary. I was raised Catholic. And what's so crazy is that my grandmother was very Catholic. Very Catholic. And we're talking about grandmothers. So maybe something about your passed on, like, loved ones. They're guiding you. They're guiding you through this. So that crown chakra energy, this talks about the crown as well. Your intuition, downloads. Something about a mystery. So it may feel like something could be a mystery for you right now. Not everything has been exposed to you. Like I said, little bits and pieces, food for thought, are being left for you. Not everything is being given to you all at once, but it almost feels like the pieces that you're getting, when you're getting them, they're helping you get to where you need to get to. So if you feel bored right now because you're like, okay, well, so far, I've followed your guide. I follow your guidance. I follow the messages. But why do I still feel bored? Like I'm not fulfilled. So it also feels like you're going through, like a shedding process, right? Because it feels like there's an ascension somehow happening for you. But remember, when we ascend, not everybody gets to come with us. When we ascend, not everybody gets to reap the benefits of the fruit that we've been planting and watering, unfortunately. Or fortunately, who knows, depending on your story. It feels like to you like you could be not ascending, or like what's the word? Descending. I just saw 32 on the timer. I'm seeing a lot of like mirrored numbers or repetitive numbers. Oh, so crazy. It was 32 on the timer. And if you see, the Empress is the 3, and the High Priestess is the number 2. So that number could be significant for some of you. Another synchronicity that could be a message for you when you're wondering if you're headed on the right path, right? Maybe that number 32 or 5. Again, it simplifies to 5. So something about change. There's also an energy of like, if it felt like things were out of balance, right? Things were not just not how you wanted it to be. You know, when you like plant your seeds, you're watering, you're prepping your garden or whatever, you're doing all the work, right? Because gardening does take work, of course. Anything that's worth having takes work. But I feel like you're looking at your garden and you're like, well, they should be, August is like next week or later on, like this week. When is my stuff going to start flowering? Or when is it going to start producing fruit? When is it, my angels told me I was headed on the right direction, and here I am, and there's nothing showing up. But you are on the right path. You are on the right path. Something about a divine feminine as well. This is heavy divine feminine energy. Like your ability to stay balanced, and I'm hearing composed. that takes hard work. And that lets me know that you have been doing the work. Like, you have been pouring into yourself. You have been doing the healing. You have been listening to your guides, and you've been following. Like, you've actually been taking action towards it. It's just that it just feels like right now, in order for you to go on or ascend or get out of this energy, it's almost like you have to release. You have to release something or someone that no longer belongs, whatever that may be. Maybe we'll see. What is this loss? What is loss? Three of Swords. So, I mean, okay, yes. Loss in the Three of Swords and the King of Wands. So, this could be someone that you're dealing with. This could be someone that you're dealing with. Maybe there's some sort of, like, I'm picking romantic feelings towards this person, or maybe this person wanted to come in and offer some sort of love, wanted to come in and offer some sort of, I don't know. This feels weird. Hold on. Because the King of Wands always gives me, like, that energy of, they take action, right? They usually, like, they look good. They're very charming. They're extrovert. They're very confident. Their energy is very fiery. So maybe you're having to heal from someone that left you confused, hurt, disappointed. This could be someone that you were once romantically involved with, and maybe while you were pouring into their cup, they were pouring into others, and you're healing through that. Like, it does feel like in order for you to move forward, to take this risk, we're gonna see what that risk is. You're purging. You're having to heal whatever residue, whatever was left from any previous relationships, from any disappointment, heartbreak. Your heart has been broken. Maybe that's why I started crying. I don't know. Maybe you're going through that right now. Something about 32, you guys. 323. Or 3232. What is this loss? Maybe you were put in a third-party situation. Yeah, look, as I'm saying that, here's a Ten of Swords. So you were backstabbed. You were backstabbed by a particular person. And it's almost like you tried to move on from it, or you did. You're trying to move on from the pain and the hurt. You put it behind you, or you thought you did. But it just feels like it's coming back up. It's like you're trying to stay focused on the goal. You're trying to stay focused on the goal. You could also come off as someone that's you're very logical, organized, very focused. Like I said, very focused on the goal, but you also could come off as distant or cold, or you just have your boundaries set up firm, and you're not putting them down unless you feel safe. And it does feel like part of the reason why you had to set those boundaries is because of the hurt you've experienced, the pain, the betrayal, the disappointment. And it's almost like you told yourself, like you put that pain behind you, or you believe that you did, but it's all coming back up, right? Maybe you could be going through some sort of shadows moment where I'm seeing the moon in my third eye, where things are coming up to the surface, things that once kept. I'm hearing blind spot. So if we don't know what's in our blind spots, we don't know how to fix it. We don't know how to protect ourselves. And sometimes we think we're protecting ourselves from other people, when in reality, we have to protect ourselves from ourselves. And I know that sounds fucking crazy, but we can be our own worst enemy sometimes. You know, where there could be people trying to come towards you to pour into you because you've been hurt so much, or you've been disappointed or let down, it's almost like the boundary and the wall is for everyone, no matter who it is, no matter what it is, until I can determine what the fuck you're here for and what your intentions are. You're staying outside of this gate. And it's almost like you're starting to realize that about yourself. Like your intuition is letting you, it's exposing the blind spots to you, whatever that may be. Like I said, it could still be people in your community, friendships, families, jobs, whatever. But if this is something that has already happened in the past, it's coming up again to the surface because clearly it's causing some sort of blind spot. Don't be surprised if you find yourself shedding some tears in these next couple of days, like I just did. I have no idea why the fuck I started to get so, sad. Y'all see the tear? Y'all see the tear? Whew. Yeah, you've been disappointed. You've been let down. Look at all those swords on this person's back. You've been backstabbed. And this could be from, again, people. There's a lot of feminine energies. Maybe you were once someone who, maybe you had a group of friends that you're realizing you no longer belong in that circle anymore. That you may have to turn your back on. Maybe I don't know. You could have found out that they betrayed you. They were gossiping, or they didn't really support you. But it does feel like you're coming out of that energy. It's almost like you go from, listen, let me tell you, with the Empress and the High Priestess being here and the Queen of Swords, these are energies, literally, y'all. I'm not going to even, this is crazy. These are energies that if I wanted anyone in my circle, it would be these energies. A woman like this. Why? Because the Empress is someone that is fruitful. Like I said, she makes shit happen from her throne. She can plant a seed and she'll know it'll grow. Why? Because she's done it so many times before. Why? Because she's wise. Why? Because she doesn't chase, she attracts. She knows. She already knows, right? That she's good. She don't have to do much for it to come to her. The High Priestess, intuition, on point. Secrets. You want to hide what secrets? No worry. The High Priestess is going to tell me. And the Queen of Swords, if this is you, if this is the energy that you're embodying, if this is your aura, like if this is how you're moving right now, you have nothing to be scared of. Right now, what you're doing is you're experiencing a human moment, which is shedding, which is releasing, which is removing. But if you're in this, if you are literally this, if this is the 3-in-1 person, you have nothing to worry about, sweets. You have nothing to worry about. Because you know how to turn nothing into something. I'm hearing turns everything into gold. Because you know how to. Because the no is not because of the books you read, but the no is because of the connection you have to the divine. And then once you know, then you act. Then you move. Then you direct. Then you cut out whatever doesn't belong. Then you set boundaries around the things that don't belong. The people. Risk. Ooh, six of cups. Okay, wait a minute now. You put something in the past, but now you're looking at the past and the future. Uh-oh. Something from the past is coming into your future. Something from the past, someone from the past. Because here comes the Page of Cups. I know I saw the King of Swords. There he goes. Okay. So there could be something from the past, like I said, that's coming up. But also with the Six of Cups, I also pick up on, this is a gift. Excuse me, my throat chakra again. This is a gift. This is a gift from the divine. This is something that, you see how they're handing over sunflowers. Sunflowers symbolize happiness, sun, healing, success. This could be tied to someone that you could have met in the past that's coming in to your future. It's almost like, if this is a person, we're going to get one more on this risk, because like I said, I do see masculine energies trying to make themselves known. So it feels like, in order I'm picking up soulmate all of a sudden too. So maybe you want to take a risk on some sort of soulmate connection or something from the past. But it does feel like, in order for you to move into that energy, you're shedding, you're removing, you're healing, you're purging. What is the Six of Cups with risk? Ten of Swords. One more. Six of Cups with the Ten of Swords. Knight of Wands. Okay. So I'm getting two different messages with this. True, in the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the Star. We talked about that North Star energy, to your purpose, to where you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be with. So, okay. So hear me out, okay? Hear me out. I know we're Mercury retrograde, so we always talk about past people coming back into the future, right? Coming, trying to make themselves known. And I think that is exactly what's happening here, because the Knight of Wands did pop out. So I do feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with someone who's coming from the past. Somebody could have either been romantically connected to, that you had to heal from, or that you're healing from, because they betrayed you. Because why risk? This can be risky. If you decide to give someone else a chance, or someone wants to come back for a second chance, know that there's a risk. Know that there could be a risk with that. They could be coming in with the same type of bullshit they were here with before, that you've already had to heal from. So that's for some of you. For others of you, even if something from the past, or someone from the past, or betrayal from the past, disappointment from the past is coming up, you're being asked to take a risk with this Knight of Wands. That full energy again. Take a risk. I'm hearing extrovert. Go for it. Take a leap. I'm hearing take action. Regardless of what you've been through. Regardless of what you've been through in the past. This feels like a heart situation, like matters of the heart. There could be someone coming in. There could be this Emperor coming in to your life. But in order for you to meet this person at their energetic level, you're having to remove any past pain or disappointment. Just wanted to get one more. Ace of Wands. What'd I say? Yeah, you're having to close out cycles with any past lingering. I'm hearing lingering energies, whether it's actually people or places or things. It's like if you don't want to bring this past energy into your future, you're needing to allow yourself to release, to heal from whatever it is that you've told yourself, like, I'm okay. I'm getting past it. It's fine. If I act like it's not there, then, it's not there. It never happened. But now you're realizing, like, okay, the more I try to act like everything is fine, like I haven't experienced this loss or this hurt, the more it's coming up. It's like you're looking straight at your past hurts. You're having to face it. You're having to face it, and only because you're getting ready to go into this new exciting adventure, new passionate adventure. But in order to do that, it can't be passionate, it can't be fun, it can't be exciting if you're still holding on to old shit. Look, the world, close it out. Close it out. Whatever it is, because the moment that you do, it's almost like you'll feel this energy of, you see how they're having fun. It's like it is a risk, but it's a fun risk. It's excitement. It's that adrenaline. Maybe that's what you're looking for, that adrenaline rush. Maybe go ride some horses. Go ride a horse. Don't go see a man about a horse. Go ride a actual horse. And this is what's so funny that I say that is because the Knight of Wands sometimes does come out as very sexual, very passionate. So there could be someone that's coming in from your past who is showing up as very sexual and passionate. This could be a very lustful energy. So be careful if this is your situation where someone from your past is actually showing up, telling you that they want to give equally to the connection, that they've grown, that, I'm sorry for what I did back then, XYZ, whatever, right? Can you take a risk? Can we take another risk? Can we take another shot? Just know that they're showing up with this very fiery, very lustful energy. But if we're looking at this as, your energy that you're getting ready to enter or walk into, it's first you're gonna have to face whatever it is that you turn your back onto, whatever healing it is that you try to turn your back onto, that you told yourself that you had already healed from. Y'all see me? I cried. I was trying to hold back them tears. So maybe that's what it will take, have a good cry. Release it. You've been through a lot. But because you've been through it, because you've experienced it, it was supposed to go that way, because it was supposed to teach you how to value yourself, your self-worth, how to listen to your intuition, how to be someone that is open to receiving instead of having to chase. You maybe felt like at one point, whoever this person from the past is, if it is your situation, like maybe you had to chase after this Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands does come out as a very flighty energy. They're here for a short time, not a long time. And they're still showing up as that. So be aware. Be aware, Divine Feminine, that this person, okay, look, Page of Cups. Yeah, they're going to try to come in and tell you, hey, let's move on. Let's move to calmer waters. I'm sorry for how I treated you. I miss you. Let's go have some fun. Let's take a risk. The whole time, they just want to say what they need to say so that they can get back in good with you. This whole time, this Tower is getting ready to expose them. Expose them. That's for some of you. Remember, it's a collective reading, general reading, so it's not going to be for everyone. With the Page of Cups also lets me know, like, there is some sort of like creative endeavor that you are really focusing on. Maybe this has to do with your intuitive, your intuition, you could be a reader too. You could be someone that's into like divination or tarot reading or whatever, like spiritual practices or energy healing, things like that. But I do feel like your intuition is telling you, like, take action towards that one thing that you know you love. It's all the fish. It's like something that you've been pouring into, something that you've planted, just, or that you wanted to and you haven't taken action because you've been in your own way. You haven't, it's like you know what you're supposed to be doing, but you're not taking action towards it. You've been stuck in your head. But it's time. Take that passionate, that risk. It's okay. You're being guided, right? You're not gonna fall. You're not gonna get dropped. You're gonna get caught. Even if you jump, they're gonna catch you. Because you're being guided. The Hermit, that's Virgo energy. So you could be a Virgo, or Virgo season could be significant. Maybe that's when your harvest season is, right? Maybe you had a timeline or time frame of your own, and because it's not looking like that, or it's not working out that way, you're like, am I even on the right track? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, take the risk. Yes, take that leap. Yes, release, because they can't come with you, or it can't come with you. You know, I never noticed on this card, there's like a compass. I think this is a compass, if I'm not mistaken, on the Knight of Wands. The compass to me always, again, it lets me know that direction, right? It lets you know direction, and you see her hand where she's pointing it to. So you know the direction that you're wanting to go in, that you know. It's like when I say you know, it's like your intuition has already confirmed what it is that you need to be doing, or who you need to be releasing, or what job you need to be leaving, or what state you need to move out of. You already know. Now it's like a matter of, for one, allowing yourself to heal and shed the people, places, and things that no longer, belong in your circle. And then jump. And if you are thinking like, well, who's going to catch me? Don't worry about that, sweetheart. The divine has already figured it out for you. With the Six of Cups, again, if this is something that you were divinely gifted, because it also does talk about a divine gift, you don't have to worry about anything. You just have to worry about being you. You don't have to worry at all. Like, just be you. And you, just by being you, you're going to attract the people that feed into your soul. You're going to attract the job, because we're talking about attraction, right? With the Empress energy, we're attracting. We're not chasing. We're not chasing money. You're attracting money just by being you, just by talking the way you talk, just by breathing, just by existing, because you are the gift. Because the divine, when they were creating you, when your parents were doing the do, and they created you, the divine said, this person is going to be this in this lifetime. You're literally wired this way. So when you were born, either your guardians or the people that shaped you, so to speak, the people that shaped you, it's not their fault, right? They did their best raising you, giving you the love that they felt like they received when they were younger, and maybe they even try to do more, right? But there is no guide. I know y'all have heard this on how to be a parent, right? Once you become a parent, you realize how much your parent needs grace, even if they may not be in your life. You know, if you kind of tell yourself like, damn, like I wish my parents would have did XYZ. Well, maybe they didn't have it. Maybe they didn't have the example. And I'm not saying it as an excuse. I'm saying it as like so you can accept the people who for who they are and not try to mold them or shape them to what you feel like they should have been, because you won't be able to. That's impossible. But what you can do is mold and shape yourself now that you're becoming aware into what you want to be, into the parent that you want to become, into the friend that you would want to attract, into the job that you would want to employ others in, into the boss that you would want your boss to be to you, right? So given that you were already created to be this particular person in this lifetime, you don't have to learn who let me rephrase that. You may, yes, you may have to learn who you are, because you do have spirit teachers. So you're learning, you are identifying who you were supposed to be in this lifetime. And it almost feels like you are unlearning a certain way of being, and that does create some sort of sadness, because you go your entire life believing you're supposed to be a certain way, or that was the right way to do it, or whatever, and then one day you suddenly realize like, damn, like that's not it, that's not who I am, that's not who I'm supposed to be, I'm not. And you feel, for one, you could feel guilty for wanting to distance yourself, especially from people who have poured into you at some point or another, right? But you no longer align with how they view life. So you're in like in between, like, okay, I still care and respect this person, but I don't align with this person anymore. And that's okay. And that is okay, because you could still love people from afar. You could still care for people from afar. But the purpose is the purpose. And the divine said you had a certain purpose in this lifetime. And it looks like, and it feels like, because of how I started to cry, it feels like the shedding process has already happened, or you're going through it right now. And it has to happen because you're getting ready to take this passionate new beginning, or this action towards whatever you've been called to do. And you can't go on this journey, you can't go on this adventure, you can't do it with all them bags. Bag lady, you gonna hurt your... Look, as I'm saying that, the 10 of the 10 of Wands. Usually the 10 of Wands on the original tarot, it's a man that's holding a bunch of wands on his back. You gonna hurt your... Carrying all them bags. I bet nobody ever told... Y'all know I be making up lyrics. All you must hold on to is you. It's you. So yeah, I mean, that song makes complete sense when it comes to this. So that could be another synchronicity. You could be hearing that song, Erykah Badu, Bag Lady. You gotta let them bags go. As I'm saying that, some of you could be freaking exhausted because we just saw the 10 of Wands. So you could have bags under your eyes from not sleeping well. Just tired. I'm tired, boss. I hear you say it. Somebody saying that. I'm tired, boss. All right, y'all, let's close it out. Y'all know I like to get a wisdom of the oracle. Dang, y'all, that got heavy for me. So I'm sending lots of love. I'm seeing something about the color black as well. I don't know what's significant about that. Maybe that's your favorite color. Black in tarot does symbolize death. So if you're going through a loss, a family death, or you just, like I said, shedding, shedding parts of yourself. You're going through a transformation. When we transform, a certain part of us dies. Not for you. You're realizing what is and what isn't. Because you're getting ready to come home to yourself, like who you truly are at your core. All right, let's see. Let's get one message to the sea. Some of you could be traveling right now. You could be out to sea, out to sea, overseas. Something heavy on the travel for sure. Between worlds. Something about threes. Yeah, you see how they're walking. Look at the truth. The truth shall set you free. But you see how they're walking from dark, shadow. That's not what I didn't mean to say shadow, but maybe, yeah, like I said, your shadow side could be significant. But gloomy, gray, it's like you're bored. It's just because it doesn't align anymore. The life that you're living right now, it doesn't align anymore, and you're seeing the truth. You're accepting the truth. It's not that you're seeing, you're now accepting it. You're now accepting it because you're ready to take this risk, or you will be. All right, 3. It reads, between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great, mystery. It's like you don't necessarily know what your next step is. You're getting those little crumbs, a crumb at a time, to get you to where you need to be. There's a great freedom and power. What is essential now is to admit that not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root. Yo, we've been talking about seeds planted. I swear, I love it when spirit confirms or backs up what comes out of my mouth. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. Yes, it's like you're waiting for your seeds to sprout and bear fruit, but you're like, this is not necessarily what I planted. Or why is it not giving me fruit yet? When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. So I'm hearing flow with it. Go with the flow. If you need to cry, cry it out. If you need a hug, ask for one. If you, I don't know, something about, if you need to meditate, go for it. Not if you need, we all need to meditate, but meditation could be very significant right now because there's a lot of changes. It's almost like you're removing the veil of yourself. Like, whereas before you were just looking out through one eye and it's like, maybe if I don't take this, uncover my other eye, it won't feel as bad, or the truth won't be as, as loud. But now it's like, okay, but you see it though. And now it's like, you gotta accept it. Now you have to accept it. But I love that, right? It is uncomfortable, but I love that. And with so many 3s showing up, it lets me know that, again, you have support, and it may not seem like it because you're losing people, or you may not align with certain people anymore, but there's a higher power here. There is either a higher power, of course, but spirit guides, like someone that may have passed away who you were very close to, that's helping you heal, that's teaching you from the other side, or guiding you from the other side. Heavy on the grandmother for some of you. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you, and I Hope it gave you a little bit of clarity. If you haven't liked the video and you stay and you stuck around through my cries and all of that, go ahead and like it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And I thank you so much. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.